everybody, Geoff Hyland here with your February 2025 market update. Want to dive into the numbers here in January. We are seeing some changes in the marketplace, more substantial changes than we've seen in several years. So we rolled into January with 821 listings on the market. You probably remember me talking to you about that. And that was a higher level of inventory that we've seen in January since 2016. So what we saw now, February 1st, the inventory is now at 869 homes on the market. Again, these are site-built single-family homes, so it excludes condos, townhomes, etc. Demand, really good news for demand in the month of January. We had 224 site-built single-family homes go under contract in the month of January. That is actually up 61%. Year over year. So if you compare January of 25 to January of 24, a 61%, so pretty dramatic increase year over year in terms of pending sales. Now, the closings in January paint a little bit different picture. In January, we had 141 total sales. And so when you divide the closings into our current supply, excuse me, we're looking at about just over a 6-month supply of inventory in the market. So if you remember, for the last 3, 6, 9 months, we've been kind of vacillating, 3.5, 4 months supply. And we always talk about the fact that textbook kind of balanced market is right in that 6-month supply. So for the first time in a long time, we're basically seeing a balanced market. Now, I do anticipate that this could be a relatively short window where we're seeing a 6-month supply. I have noticed that dramatically showing activity is up and offers are coming in. So if that happens, what we're going to see is a rise in the number of closings for the month of February, which should diminish that overall supply. But for right now, the inventory is sitting at a 6-month supply. Let's talk about values just a little bit. So of the inventory, 397 homes are in Prescott, so roughly half, a little less. 199 in Prescott Valley and 54 in Chino, and then the rest are kind of spread out through the Quad City area. But as far as those values are concerned, in Prescott, we saw a little bit of an increase last month, a little over 2%. Prescott Valley slid about 4.5%. Chino increase of about 2.75%, and MLS average, we went up 1.3%. Days on market continues to rise just ever so slightly. So the MLS average is 77 days. Prescott, on the other hand, where remember the bulk of the inventory is running 93 days. Prescott Valley is running 59, and Chino Valley 83 days. So that days on market continues to increase just ever so slightly. I am kind of anticipating that's going to kind of level off and maybe even start going the other direction as well. So what's the messaging? Well, the messaging is if you're a buyer and you're waiting for interest rates to continue to come down and you're waiting for more homes, here's some good news. We saw 7.25% interest rates during the month of January. As of today, early February, we're at 7.05, and our lender has been locking buyers with some minimal costs, in many cases in the mid 6% range. That could be where some of this activity is coming from, as well as the fact that with 869 homes on the market, once again, for February, to have that many homes on the market, we haven't seen those numbers since 2016. And so if we're starting at 820 and 870 in January and February, that curve of inventory coming on the market has already started. I would anticipate, I'm not going to predict the future, I want to be really clear about that, but if the trend continues and if history is any guide, looks like we could see 1150, 1200 homes on the market. If that happens, we haven't seen that since the 2015 market. So buyers, you're going to have lots of options, it looks like, as we go into the spring and summer. Interest rates have settled down a little bit. They're at 7%. Talk to your lender. Talk to our lender about what options you have to get that interest rate down into the mid or upper 6s. There are some wonderful properties coming on the market right now. Sellers, there's a lot of inventory coming on the market. If you are contemplating selling your property this year, let's get together and take a look at what the value of that property is right now and try and get ahead of this onslaught of new inventory coming on the market. So that's your update for February. I look forward to visiting with you soon. Thanks so much and have a great day.